Peep game. Look, I hope y'all like the new setup. I was watching videos. I think I got the mic and camera set up good. Peeping game. Last video, we was talking about the imposters, the bots, and the real players, right? If you missed it, a bot is something that do whatever it feel like and do what it's told up to a certain extent. And it want to level itself up, but it can't. It has no control. An imposter is a bot who stops themselves from leveling up because they lie to themselves and they make excuses. They be like, oh, it's something else. They blame other stuff and it prevents them from leveling up. A real player tells themselves what to do and is always searching for how to level themselves up, right? Keeping game is all about leveling up, leveling yourself up as a whole. Everything you do, anything you do, you're seeing how to do better and you're wanting better. Breaking out of being a bot is really a battle with yourself because your code is what's stopping you from leveling up. The key to breaking out of the code and leveling yourself up starts with self awareness. Because when you know what the problem is and you know what needs to be leveled up, that's when you can start to work on it. The imposter is the worst one because they'll never tell themselves what really needs to be done. They'll blame something else, anything in life. So before you even start leveling up, first you gotta break out of the code of being a bot or an imposter. Like I said, a bot do whatever it feel like and do what is told to a certain extent. So what program a bot up until this point is everything it's done in its life up to that point. Most bots just go to school and go get a job or whatever. And after they do that, they're told what to do. After they're told what to do, when they come home, they do whatever they feel like. So that's what's programming them to begin with because after it's regular programming, it don't ever tell itself what to do. It just want to have fun. It just want to go out because it's done enough. Another thing that programmed the bot up until that point is it practiced not doing what it said it was gonna do or giving up on what it said it's gonna do. It says it's gonna go to the gym, it go for like a week, it give up. It says it's gonna start something else, it do it and give up. It practice not even caring about what it said it's gonna do to begin with. In order to break out of being a bot, first you gotta have that self awareness that you're not doing enough, that you could be doing more. You gotta be aware of what even needs to be leveled up because an imposter stops themselves from leveling up because they lie to themselves. I'm good on that. I don't need to level up. Nah, bro, I ain't hearing none of that. They refuse to believe. That's why they'll never level up. But a bot will have that self awareness. That's not going to instantly break a bot out because they're so used to their code, and their coding isn't only just being told what to do and do what they feel like. A bot will try to do something, but it can't find no motivation in what it does and it give up. A big reason why a bot do that is most bots don't really achieve nothing up until that point. Most bots don't even put their mind to something after school. They'll do the regular programming. After that, they'll never tell themselves what to do. They'll forever be doing some other code. And then when it's time to come back and do their own code is lazy. Their own code can't even see themselves doing it because they've never put their mind to something before. Good start to even breaking out of being a bot is actually putting your mind to something outside of your usable programming and actually going through with it. A bot be giving up on stuff so much because they're so used to giving up on stuff before. They'll try something, nah, it's not for me. They'll try something else, that's too hard. A bot look for the easy way out. They don't level themselves up if it's not easy, cause they can't handle the challenge. It's really a fight with yourself to even break out and be a real player. Yourself is what's stopping you from being a real player. Everything the bot done up until that point that it told itself to do, it canceled. It never told itself it really had to do it. It just tried it. It's programming itself not to go through with stuff. So when it come time to do something else, the bot give up because the bot's so used to giving up. And the bot can't even see itself doing it. It's never done anything before. So why would it stick with it? It don't even think it can do it. A real player trusts themselves to do something because they put their mind to something time and time again and actually done it. That when they tell themselves to do something new, they go through with it. They know they trust in themselves to even go through with it. And they already practice changing their code to doing what they tell themselves to do. not just what somebody else's code is and told them to go do this and that. They come back and tell themselves to do something. That's why I say you really got to break out your code and start following your own code. Let me do this. Put your mind to something and actually go through with it. Now, when you a bot, like I said, you can start off on a lower level, but put your mind to something. Say, I'm gonna do this here. Make it specific, not just I'm gonna do this. No time frame, no like just vague as hell. Really put your mind on something specific and have it be near, not no far ass goal that you're gonna forget about. Or it don't even have to be a goal. It could just I'm a do this, something that you normally wouldn't do. You put your mind to it and you do it. Then you do it again and again, and you're reprogramming yourself to listen to what you said you're gonna do. You really gotta actually listen though, because a lot of y'all will come up with it. I'm gonna do this, and during that, you're back to your bot programming. You get distracted. You want to have fun. You never did what you told yourself you was gonna do before. Why are you going? You trying to have fun. You do what you feel like. You do what you're told to a certain extent, not what you're told by yourself. So putting your mind to something and actually doing it is a good new set of programming. Now, in order to change your current set of programming, you really got to start earning shit. Because like I said in the last video, the bot don't earn shit. Everything that the bot do, it don't ever question, do I even deserve to do this? A bot will do nothing all day and play the game all day. Didn't even deserve playing the game. What did you do to deserve the game? A good way to reprogram yourself is train yourself to earn things you do. If you're gonna go out, okay, I have to do this if I want to go out. If I don't do this, I can't go out. And you have to have the discipline and really tell yourself what to do. Most bots can't tell themselves. They'll say it, but they'll fold. Even though they didn't do it, they'll still do whatever they want. They're a bot. They have no control. They can't tell themselves what to do. When you tell yourself what to do, I ain't earned this shit. I'm not going out. Then you start working on that. You start training yourself to listen. An imposter, try that, right? Because a bot, that's why the bots can break out. A bot can break out when they start doing that and actually putting their mind to it, because they start realizing that they have control. They start surprising themselves and they start winning versus themselves. That voice in their head that don't want to do it, that voice in their head that's unmotivated saying all this, they tell them, shut up, I'm in control. They're in control of themselves. They're not a bot. You got to really tell yourself, I'm in control. It's not only just telling yourself, you can't just say, I'm in control, and then you're folding all the time. That's what an imposter do. An imposter say that they're in control, but they always fold. An imposter make excuses. An imposter will put their mind, I'm going to do this or I can't do this, and they won't do the full thing, but still do it because, well, I feel like they find an excuse or they try to sugarcoat it to make themselves feel better and feel like they're in control, but they're still a bot following their regular code. Another thing the imposters do is when they tell themselves to do something, they make it easy because they're still a bot. What I say, a bot look for the easy way out. They'll tell themselves to do the easiest thing in the world. They won't challenge themselves, but they'll feel good because they're doing something that they could easily do. It's part of their regular code. They just trying to act like it's something new. Worst thing an imposter can do is make an excuse or or let themselves have too much slack. Because I'm not saying you have to be a robot, but you have to be disciplined. Say you really let yourself rock. Imposters will let themselves rock on something time and time again and not even try to do better the next time. They just get comfortable with letting themselves rock. The imposters make excuses and never put it on themselves. An imposter will not get something that they said they were going to get done and be like, oh, because I ran out of time. But not mention that they only ran out of time because they chose to waste a bunch of time before they even started doing what they said they were going to do. It's the priorities. They didn't even put the other thing first, but they lied to themselves and make it seem like it was because of something else and not their choice. That's what an imposter do. But like I said, with the self-awareness unlocks you seeing what needs to be leveled up. And you can become a real player because as you level that up, you start to take control. After you take control, you're looking everywhere how to level yourself up and you start leveling up all over the place. It could be anything. When you see what needs to be leveled up, what determines your level is how if you're a real player or an imposter, because an imposter will realize what level they're at and they prevent themselves from leveling up with the excuses. A real player will know they have to do better. A real player don't celebrate small victories too much. They'll do one little thing and know that, okay, that's progress. I need to be at this level. I want to be at this level. An imposter do the little thing and be like, yeah, I'm way better than the bots, and stay at that level forever. For example, an imposter will start something new, right? Say it was studying or whatever. They'll start with the bare minimum and just stay at that level. They won't ever try to up it. They won't ever scale, try to make it bigger than what it is. They'll stay at that and just think it's straight better than what they used to be, so it's fine. They'll never level up past that. And they'll remain a bot because they stay in the loop. Once you become a player, you really have to have that self-awareness so you know what to level up so you don't become an imposter. Because I see time and time again some players who broke out of being a bot instantly become an imposter and don't even realize it. When you have the self awareness, you're always looking at what am I doing? A lot of y'all procrastinate in y'all day to day life. That's programming in itself because something as simple as saying, well, I'm gonna watch this show first and then I'm gonna do this. Y'all keep doing that. That's just, even if you do it, like I said with the imposters will run out of time and blame something else and not switch their priorities. I'm gonna do both of them regardless. Why can't I do the priority first? That self awareness and putting it on yourself can level you up in any aspect of life. It don't just have to be money or whatever you're getting done. It could be with the bitches. A bot be scared to talk to bitches. A bot want to do it, but they have no control. They listen to that other voice and they won't even go up to a bitch. A real player know what they want. They'll tell themselves, I want to do this, and they trust themselves because they do what they tell themselves they're gonna do. And after they do it, say they fuck up. After that, they have that self awareness. Yeah, I went wrong here. I could have did this, this, and that, and they keep doing it, and that's how they start leveling that up. An imposter make excuse. An imposter won't go up to a bitch and blame something else, not themselves. Oh, she was looking mad mean and said she was gonna dub the niggas and said I seen her dub these other niggas. So no, it's on you. You're an imposter. But you wanna feel better and feel like it's something else and not on you. You was just scared to go up to her. You thought that she was gonna get dubbed. A real player trusts themselves. And a reason that a real player trusts themselves is because they learned how to trust themselves. They sold themselves that they can trust themselves. Even if they're not good at it at first, they see where they can level up and they get to that point where they can trust themselves. A bot don't believe in themselves. Like I said, they never sold themselves that they can do anything. They never put their mind to anything and done it. So they don't trust themselves at all. So they not gonna talk to no girl because they never done it before. They're not good at it. They're scary. They always talk themselves out. They can't even prove that they have the guts to do it. A bot not gonna take no risk. It's not gonna go up to the girl in the club because it know it can always go home and beat it. It can't tell itself not to do it. So it know it could just play it safe. It's not gonna learn something new because it already know what it knows. So why risk learning something else that's hard? Like I said, that bot look for the easy way out. If it's not easy, it give up because some of the bots really work themselves up to do something, and if they fail at it, it's done. They don't believe in themselves at all. They can't see themselves ever doing it. They don't look at why they failed. They don't look at how to level up. But the real player accept the challenge, whether it's hard or not, no matter what level he at, and he level up. And even with the earning the shit, the self awareness with that, you gotta be honest with yourself because imposter's gonna lie to themselves. Well, I still deserve it because they get comfortable always letting themselves slide. So they'll continue to let themselves slide all the time without even realizing it. They change their code to that. You take control of your code if you're a real player. If you're a real player, you know what it is and you tell yourself, this is what's going to be done. I'm going to do this. If I don't do this and I run out of time, best believe that it better be because I literally ran out of time, not because I wasted my time. A real player don't give up on what they said they're going to do. When they put their mind to it, they trust in themselves and they actually gets it done. You gotta be careful if you an imposter because if you an imposter, this is how you mess your life up. A lot of imposters, like I said, the bots do what they're told to do to a certain extent. So a lot of imposters who think they're a real player, I'm not saying talk somebody else's code because a lot of y'all imposters will not do somebody else's code. Peep game. Say you got a job or something, and you're like, damn, I don't want to do this. It's not my code. I feel like I'm doing this for no reason. Okay, if you quit that, you better go hard on your code every day and really put all your effort in. That same hours that you would have worked should be going into your own code and your own plan. A lot of y'all will quit somebody else's code and then be lazy as hell with your code. That's why you're still a bot, because you don't even try to level up your lazy habits before you even try to run off of your own code. You put all your bets on yourself, and you're not even the type of player to be bet on. A player go hard on what they tell themselves to do. I'm gonna do this, and they go hard on it. I'm gonna do this, and they go hard on it. They don't. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit here and a little bit here and a little bit here. They put their mind to something and they stick with it. During the transition period, when you're transitioning into telling yourself what to do, all that, be honest with yourself before you really try to even attempt to break out and do your own code only and do only what you say you're going to do. You got to make sure that's where the self-awareness come into play. You got to make sure that you're actually ready for that. If you're not actually ready for that, don't lie to yourself. You got to train until you know, hold up, I know I can believe in myself and I trust myself. Earn your own trust. Don't just say that, oh, I trust myself because I know myself. Y'all really don't be knowing yourself. Keep it above. A lot of y'all don't know yourself and just trust yourself and be like, I'm going to do this. Fuck that other side. I'm going to do this. And don't go hard on it and give up and still have bot programming. Don't do that if you still got bot programming. Have that self awareness. Don't be an imposter. Imposter is the worst one. I'll say four things. Have that self awareness. Second, start transitioning into telling yourself what to do. Third, start earning stuff that you normally just get for free. Train yourself to earn things instead of getting stuff for free all the time. That way you stay away from lazy habits because you're not always constantly getting dopamine rushes for nothing. You actually earned it. And then four, always be looking for how to level up in any aspect of your life. I don't care if it's with girls, I don't care if it's working, I don't care if it's with yourself in general. The way you carry yourself, the way you respect yourself, all that, you really got to say how to level yourself up in general. So you really got to be tweaking those mini codes all around. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that you do in your day-to-day life without even realizing it, it sort of develops what you do in general. It could be tiny changes that you change that make a big difference over time. Look at what you do now. You really got to evaluate yourself and everything that you do. Start changing those and change them for the better. Another thing you should do, just like in my last video, if you ain't peep, change your environment. Get away from the imposters. The imposters be the worst one. And get away from the bots. Because the bots is just going to distract you and mess up your focus. Because a bot can't stay focused. So it's going to distract itself and others. It's going to distract you. In order to keep yourself focused on what you need to work on, you really got to stay in that mindset and find things that keep you in that mindset. The same way you're watching these videos now, you should watch more of these videos more often. You should, even on TikTok, if you start watching stuff that's more serious, you'll see it on your feed more instead of getting distracted with useless stuff. Even on YouTube, you start searching for specific videos, it's going to show up in the suggested and recommended. And then that's constantly, the more you have that around you, you're always going to be thinking about it. You'll see a new title, oh, let me click on that, yeah. And you start peeping game more and more. And you stay leveling yourself up. You stay focused. Some players out here really grinding the wrong missions though. So I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video on that, on making sure you choosing the right missions and not fooling yourself with some weird programming that you tricking yourself with. Keep game though, lock in. The real players is locking in and leveling up. The imposters, I feel bad for you. I really do. And the bots, listen, y'all can break out of being a bot. Just don't turn into an imposter. Put your mind to it. Peep game.